peace, success, freedom from this rat race. Today's deep thought. Joseph Campbell once said, the treasure that you want most is in the cave that you fear most, right? So this thing that you want most, right? It is the place that is so scary where you're like, am I gonna die if I do this? Really, you're not gonna die, but the mind is just freaking out, right? So my desire, my dream was to get my first book out into the world, and I had tried every single option, right? I was hustling here, knocking on this door, and I heard about this literary agent, right? And he's this big literary agent, sent him multiple emails, had other people that were represented by him send emails. Nothing was happening, right? So, you know, when you have that thing that you want and you put the energy into it, right? And then you say, well, maybe this isn't meant to be. Well, get this. The right moment is waiting for you to stop waiting for the right moment. That treasure that you feel, right? That person that you want to ask out, that business that you want to build, that raise that you want to get, that lifestyle that you want to create, those stamps on your passport from the countries that you want to travel to, that life that you want to make for yourself is in the cave that you fear most. So what did I do, right? I found his address and I decided I was going to knock on his front door, right? You have that thing and you're thinking about knocking on that door, metaphorically, right? Asking them out, asking them to coffee, making that step, starting that business, quitting your job, asking for a raise, doing that thing. And it gets scary, right? And you don't know what to do, where to go. And so what did I do? I print out my manuscript and I go over to his house. My armpits are drenched in sweat. My hands, I'm just like, oh my, I'm gonna smell so bad by the time I see him, because you start sweating, you start freaking out. You don't really know, am I gonna die? What's gonna happen? And I'm running all through these thoughts in my head. My legs are paralyzed. I can't even move this leg. You know, that's what's happening, right? It feels like the greatest fear in the world. But the greatest fear in the world will be to live your life and know that the treasure is right in there. That all you need to do is press that buy button to go travel. Just look up the flights. Just ask for the raise. Just ask them out. Even though you're a woman, go ask them out, right? Even though you're scared of commitment, you ask her to marry you, right? And you just do it. So I'm freaking out and I knock on the door, right? And he doesn't answer, but I drop the manuscript off and then I don't hear from them. And it turns out weeks later, he loved the book, he represents me, and that's what got my career, my life, my dream going. So the thing that you want most is probably the thing that you're scared most of taking the step. And just know that that's where the treasure is, that the right moment is waiting for you to stop waiting for the right moment, that you cannot have this pain avoiding delusion forever and say, well, it's just not meant to be. This is your life and this is your opportunity to buy the ticket, to take the ride, to fall in love, to take the step. And I dare you to go into that cave and get your treasure. I dare you to just take the step.